You can ask him.
Computer is limited because of the power. I think that is also one of the factor. One more factor is the speed between the interconnect. So how to go about that? Yeah, yeah. So the speed between interconnects is definitely a problem because in a huge systems like where a lot of memories are there, you need to connect, and communication is important. Memory accessing, memory reading. Processor speeds are not a problem. The problem comes when you connect the processor to other associated systems. So, I mean, for example, 3D stacking is a good way. I mean, they don't want to connect it using a wire or kind of a concept. I mean, your logic is here. Like if you package it, you need to connect it externally. So that external connections are removed. Once you package it, the bond wire, the parasitic, all those things are avoided. Now the 3D technology will resolve up to some very decent level. As you know, interconnects run many kilometers in a single IC. I mean, if you calculate the number, the length of the interconnects, they are kilometers. So that speed is fine. IC speed is fine, even though the metal length is many kilometers. But one chip to another chip communication is the major bottleneck. That with some 3D stacking and all is what they are thinking about. So this 3D stacking, easily it will, that is what my understanding. You can also add if you have anything. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Thank all the dignitaries. I would like to thank all the dignitaries, all the faculties, and all the students for being a part of this inaugural ceremony. There are certain announcements for the students. The released branch letters, branch magazines have been released on the website too, as you can see. Students are requested to please make use of it. And all the students who have already registered for certain events have to register again at the reception. And also, some refreshments have been arranged for all of you on the left side of the auditorium. Thank you.
It's a proud moment that he is an alumni of our college. He has completed BE at SIT in DC department. He has done his MTech in CSE at SJCE Mysore in the year 2007. He is having a work experience of 14 years in the field of wireless communication. Currently, he is working
all the dignitaries who are present here in this auspicious moment. On behalf of our institution, I offer my regards to all the judges and everyone who are present here. Hobby Project is an event organizing by TECHNISIUM 2022. A hobby is a thing that attracts our attention spontaneously and sustains it for longer time. Here we are to present our technical hobby as a project. I wish you all a very good luck and welcome you all. Thank you.
Welcome you, sir. Now I would like to give brief introduction about Sanjay Nagendra sir. He is completed his BE in Electrical and Communication Engineering in RL Jalapa Institute of Technology, Birla in the year 2004 to 2008. He is
infrastructure, diagnosis infrastructure, people travel from North India to South India like Bangalore and Hyderabad for treatment. By the time they get properly diagnosed, the early phase, once if it is missed, these diseases are permanent, which cannot be reversed, and this year by year it reduces the survival rate of the patient. And few of the victims who have prone to these pancreatic diseases were our own Manohar Parikar, who was early who was diagnosed with pancreatitis and went on to US for the treatment, but due to the time was passed, he died because of pancreatic history. And also even Steve Jobs was suffered through it. So this is the proposed architecture. The images or the scans what we get won't be able to highlight much information. So what we have done, we have two main phases. One is deep learning phase, where we do the pancreatic segmentation to understand the presence of a pancreas, and we are developing our CNN model to detect whether pancreas is normal or is it having pain or back pain, and if it is not subsiding or 3 or 4 days, so then the more insights of that patient condition can only be revealed through the symptoms and the blood reports. So for the second phase of our project mainly deals that part where we consider the output of our deep learning phase, which is fed as a pipeline output to our second phase input, and we will be considering the clinical data, and using machine learning we are making a robust decision whether patient has a pancreatitis, and based on his pain episodes and number of time the pain has occurred, we will be classifying it as acute pancreatitis or chronic pancreatitis. So acute pancreatitis can be reversed if it is detected early, but once it reaches to the chronic stage, that is when the pancreatic is inflaming more than 2 or 3 times, then it is the permanent damage. All we can do is to take care of the which is not understood by a deep learning model. So we have to pass it in a tensor format. So we have to go through 2 main phases to diagnose with a final CNN model.
Well, Akash, can you hear? Sras?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good. This is just a study breaking. Now?
Sir?
Now, can you hear?
Yes, sir.
Is it a mobile charger or charging a mobile?
Today, 1 to 10 today, sir. Like, wireless charger is trending in today's generation.
Okay, listen, just listen. Okay. In the end, you have said electric vehicle sales are for, and we are thinking this is with the charging of the electric vehicle. Is it true?
Sir, I can't hear you properly, sir. Your voice is low, sir.
Return back to the initialization system. This is our project. Like this is the front view of our project. If this is the keyboard, this is the RFID reader. The medicine will dispense here. These are the top view of this. These tubes are filled with the medicine which we want.
These are the references we have gone through for our project. Thank you.
How I am going to verify whether the medicine is for cold or
In the keypad, you will read that for one, the keypad, the display, one for fever and one for cold and one for for gastric, like that. Anything first aid we are placing there. If one they select, means the fever tablet will come.
verification is very important. Once I receive the medicine, okay, then if I select cold medicine, I need to verify that the medicine is for cold only. Instead of cold medicine, if I receive fever for
One touch.
Yeah.
Two touch. Three touch.
5. Push not.
Touch.
6.
Touch.
8.
Touch. Done.
1.
I am Vajresh, second year.
Tarun, I am second year.
The, the question will be displayed for 30 seconds for each team. 30 seconds you have to answer. 1985, while he was working at CompuServer, the company wanted to show colored weather maps but did not want to use too much bandwidth for dial-up connections. So he developed bit mapping image format called what? You have to tell me what was the bit mapping image format called that he developed. The time starts now for 30 seconds. Team 1, your direct question. Question passes to team 2. Team 3. What? What's wrong? Team 4. Team 5. Team 6. That's wrong. So this guys, this round is, the answer is GIF, graphics interchange format. He invented GIF instead of the weather bit mapping. So the direct question to team 2. What am I referring to by the following non-exhaustive list? You must read the list. Your 30 seconds starts now. It's a non-exhaustive list. Team 5. Team 6. Okay, so we'll move to the answer. Team 1, sorry. Wait. Team 1. You need to be more precise. A bit. Still precise. Like you're close to the answer, but. Okay, we'll end it. The answer, please. It's Instagram filters. Not photo filters, but Instagram filters. The names are Instagram filters. So first question, 0 points to all the teams. Second question, 0 points to all the teams. We'll move to team 3 direct question, the third question. The very first example of this was Coke machine modified by students at the Carnegie Mellon University in 1982. The story goes that graduate students Mike Kaz, David Nichols, John Zanners and Ivor Durham could check their desks if the machine was loaded with cold Coke before they made their walk. What futuristic technology am I talking about? You have to give me the technology that has been described over here by the graduate students.
Vending machine. Vending machine.
No, that's wrong. Team 4. Team 5. Team 6.
ATM.
That's wrong. Team 1. Team 2. IoT. Yeah, that's correct. It's Internet of Things. Plus 5 points to team 2. We'll move to the direct question for team 4. This company based in Noida was previously invested in agriculture products and derivatives. The company decided to shift to tech business under the context of Government of India's Make in India project and was featured in the Ministry of Corporate Affairs website. The company's website initially launched with 2 smartphones and a power bank in a catalog design in Indian flag colors. Is no more functional. The company is no more functional. Amid allegations of fraud, the company was closed and the directors were arrested in 2017. What was the name of this company and its flagship product? Team 4's direct question. Team 5.
Bharat. What company?
No. Team 6. and the company name. Okay, so you have given partial answer for this, so we'll give you +5. We needed the two things, the name of the company and its flagship product. You just gave the name of the flagship product, that was Freedom 251. So +5 to team 1. We'll move to the answers. The company was Ringing Bells Private Limited and the flagship was Freedom 251. So we'll move to the Robert Williams was an American factory worker at a Ford Motor Company Flat Rock casting plant who died in 1979 while gathering parts in storage facility. His death was a first in a rather infamous way for the whole world of technology, making him the first known human to be killed by a dash. You have to give me the dash. Direct question to team 5. You just have 30 seconds, guys, for a direct question and 15 for past. Team 6.
Okay, ready?
I'd like to start off this session with this valedictory ceremony by submitting my reverential pranamas at the lotus feet of His Holiness Dr. Sri Shivakumara Swamigalu and Sri Siddhalinga Swamigalu, and acknowledging the presence some of our eminent guests.
I'm Shashank from the second year EEE department.
And I'm Avanti from 4th SEM ETE department.
I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to the valedictory function of TECHNISIUM 2022. This has been an immensely exciting evening, and the actively growing participation of students from different universities and colleges every year affirms the relevance and the meaningfulness of the Silver Jubilee celebration. What a day it's been. From a cerebral display of talent to exciting high-stakes research, this day had it all.
And with that, I'd like to call upon Disha R, 6th SEM, Electronics and Instrumentation Department for the invocation.
Shringapuraadheshwari Sharade Shringapuraadheshwari Sharade Shubhamangale Sarvabhishtaprade Shringapuraadheshwari Sharade 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 Shankara Pujite Shri Padmacharane Shankara Pujite Shri Padmacharane Sakala Kala Visharade Varade Shankara Pujite Shri Padmacharane Sakala Kala Visharade Varade Salahinna Mate Samagana Priye Salahinna Mate Samagana Priye Shringapuradheshwari Sharade Shubhamangale Sarvabhishtaprade Shringapuradheshwari Sharade Sharade Sharade.
A warm good evening to one and all present here.
Seeking the blessings of His Holiness Dr. Shri 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 Shivkumara Swamigalu and submitting my reverential pranamas at the lotus feet of His Holiness Shri Siddhalinga Swamigalu, it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to the valedictory ceremony of TECHNISIUM 2022. Before we get started, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you who helped us to make this TECHNISIUM 2022 become a grand success. I, Sri Gauri S, on behalf of our team, feel extremely honored to welcome the gathering in this August evening. I am privileged to welcome Dr. K.C. Narsimurthy Sir, Professor and Head of Department, Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. I welcome you, sir. I would also welcome Dr. Kumar Swami Sir, Professor and Head of Department, Electronics and Communication Engineering. I welcome you, sir. I would also welcome Dr. Kalpana Ma'am, Professor and Head of Department, Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. I welcome you, ma'am. I would also welcome Dr. Rashmi Ma'am, Professor and Head of Department, Electrical and Electronics Engineering. I welcome you, ma'am. I would also like to welcome Dr. T.N. Chandrika Ma'am, Faculty Coordinator of TECHNISIUM 2022. I welcome you, ma'am. I'm happy to welcome you, all the faculty, to this evening valedictory gathering. A warm welcome. I would also extend my warm welcome to Chakshu KM, Student Coordinator of TECHNISIUM, who has made a noticeable contribution for the success story of TECHNISIUM. I would also welcome Vinay Prasad KV, Vice President of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. I would welcome Chirag P, Vice President of Electronics and Communication Engineering. I would also welcome Nikhil TR, Vice President of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. Lastly, I would like to welcome all the students who are present here to the valedictory ceremony of TECHNISIUM 2022. Welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Gauri, for a very warm welcome speech. Every year at TECHNISIUM, we have a tradition of making a report that summarizes our event. So, to give us this year's TECHNISIUM report, please welcome Bhumika J, 8th SEM ETE, on the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I am Bhumika, 8th SEM ETE, here to present a TECHNISIUM report. TECHNISIUM is a national level student technical symposium being organized annually under the aegis of Association of Electrical Science, which comprises of departments of ECE, EEE, ENI and ETE of Siddhganga Institute of Technology. TECHNISIUM was started in the year 1996, and this TECHNISIUM 22 is the 25th in this series. The symposium provides a perfect platform for the students to exhibit their technical and managerial skills, which enable them to competent in the technical world. The TECHNISIUM started with the inauguration by the Dr. Roy P. Pillai, chief guest. He inspired us with a talk regarding the picture of electronics industry, which includes communication, semiconductor, AI and ML, and application. TECHNISIUM includes paper presentation, line follower, robo race, techno quiz, hobby project exhibition, hardware debugging, final and techno management. This year we have 260 participants for hobby project, 24 for line follower, 133 for techno quiz, 12 for robo race, 120 participants for paper presentation, and 20 teams for techno management, 80 participants for final, 32 for hardware debugging. With this, it can be seen that the enthusiasm of the student participating have increased year by year. Congratulations to all the winners who participated in various events. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated faculties who know their job and are result-oriented. We are glad the efforts put in by everyone made this Technisium a knowledge-oriented event. Thanks to entire SIT family for their incensed support, guidance for making a Technisium 2022 a great success. Thank you.
It seems like everybody had their hands full with something this event. Now I know a lot of students have been eagerly waiting for something, so without further ado, let's kick things off with the prize distribution ceremony. So, to start off, we're going to award the prizes for paper presentation, and for that, I would like to introduce Dr. K.C. Narasimhaswamy, Head of Department for Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, to hand out these prizes.
We'll start off with paper presentation winners for the topic Electronics and Computers. The first place goes to the topic Ambulance Path Clearance System with Health Monitoring Using Internet of Things. Rakshita BC, Navyashri KN, Aishwarya Satish and Ankita KS. Please come to the stage and collect your certificates. Second place goes to Gagana N, Sudarshan Dikshit, Siddharth GL, Ananya M from Siddhganga Institute of Technology for the topic Water Level Pollution Monitoring using IoT. The third place goes to Ananya Satish, Chandana M, Preeti P and Raksha HG of Siddhganga Institute of Technology for Medicine Dispenser with Reminder. Please come on to the dais. With that, we'll be moving to the next topic. Thank you, sir, for distributing the prizes.
Okay, so the next topic is going to be power and energy. And the first place goes to Solar Band Smart Cleaning by Srujana Suresh, Sriraksha R, Aishwarya H, and Sahana Patil from SIT. Please come to the So please come onto the stage. Coming up, I would like to call upon the Head of Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Dr. Rashmi ma'am, to hand out the certificates. And the second place goes to automatic medicine dispenser for Manju PL, Vivek BK, Kavya PG, and Meghna R from SIT. You're up next. Robot. This goes to Nandish M, Basava Kiran K, KV Niranjan Sharma, and Zuman. Make some noise, please, yeah? KV Mohit, Samyad Amarant, Tushar GM, and Arun Dabir from JSS. Please come onto the stage, guys. Thank you, ma'am, for handing out the certificates. I appreciate it.
I would now like to call upon Dr. H.M. Kalpana ma'am to distribute the prizes for line followers. The first place for line follower goes to Shreya Swami BM from JNNCE, Shivmoga. The second place goes to Karthik B, JNNCE, Shivmoga. Next, I would like to ask ma'am to distribute the certificates for Techno Quiz. The first place for Techno Quiz goes to Usha VG from EC Department and Bhuvan V, ET Department of Siddhaganga Institute of Technology, 4th semester. The second place of Techno Quiz goes to Renushri G and Anjali R Nayak, EEE Department of Siddhaganga Institute of Technology. Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call upon Dr. K.C. Narsimurthy sir for ET Department. Thank you, ma'am. Now I'd like to call upon Dr. K.C. Narsimurthy sir from ET Department to distribute the prizes. Next up, we have hardware debugging.
So the first place for hardware debugging goes to Yojit KR and Shivad BB.
Third sem ETE.
I have no idea, it's not given here.
I know, yeah.
Second place, do you know?
No.
Third. And the second place goes to Jeevan Gowda and Sudhanva GR. And while they're at it, please put your hands together for the third place winners, Achyuta Rao TA and Anirudh TG. And the next category coming up is Techno Management. For the winners, it's Ananya and Bhuvan. Please come on stage. And the second place goes to Amir Salam and Mohammad Sarin. Thank you, sir, for handing out the certificates. Now I'd like to call Dr. R. Kumaraswamy, the head of Department of ECE Department, to hand out the next certificates.
The next event is final, and the first place goes to Shreya CS and Tulip Roy from Siddhganga Institute of Technology. The second place goes to Krish Yu and Kinchok Vandi Lepcha from Siddhganga Institute of SIT. Next up, we have Hobby Project, and the first place goes to Subramanyam Navada, T. Sai Venkat Sandeep, Ritu Nandi, and Yashwant HR from Siddhganga Institute of Technology, ETE Department. The second place goes to Vivek M. and Shobit Trivi from SIT, Triple E Department. Gagana Shri, Komal GD and Kusuma R from ET Department, Siddhganga Institute of Technology. I request second place winners Vivek M and Shobit TV to collect your certificates. Thank you, sir, for distributing the certificates. Now I like to call upon Chandrika ma'am to distribute some special prizes that we have. Firstly, I would like to call upon Tejas from 8th SEM Telecom Department for the logo design. I would also like to call upon Subramanyam Navada from 6th SEM ETE Department for website designing.
And give it up for Aditya Dubey from 4th SEM ET Department for poster design. So for the winners, it's Chakshu, KM and team. Please come on stage. 4th SEM ET Department.
Now we have prizes for the throwball girls team. The winner is Kruti and team of EEE department. The runners of throwball girls team is Sinchana KR from ECE department.
Congratulations, all of you. Next up, we have volleyball. The winner is Mohammed Nasser and team from EIE third year. And the runners-up are Vinay Kumar and team from fourth year ECE department. Please come on stage. To all the deserved winners. A small note to the captains. You're supposed to go to the reception and collect your mementos, so please don't forget to do that later on. So yeah, all of these well-deserved winners, it was a big treat watching them. So congratulations, and I hope everyone had a fun-filled and exciting event there.
Now I request Chandrika ma'am to give a vote of thanks for this wonderful
Dr.
event.
Shri
Please welcome ma'am.
Shivakumara Mahaswamigalu and Shri Siddhalinga Swamigalu, President of SSES. It's a great privilege to extend my vote of thanks on this occasion. I would like to take this opportunity to express heartfelt thanks to Dr. K.C. Narsimurthy, President of TECHNISIUM, Association of Electrical Sciences and HOD of ETE, for his pivotal role in the success of this function and his great support for this function. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I wish to thank HOD of ECE, Dr. R. Kumaraswamy, HOD of EIE, Dr. H.M. Kalpana, HOD of EEE, Dr. Rashmi, for their invaluable efforts in making this function a grand success. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I thank student representatives, Chakshu KM, ETE department, Chirag P, ECE department, Vinay Prasad, EEE department, and Nikhil TR, EIE department, for their untiring efforts. Thank you, student coordinators. Okay. And I wish to thank judges for the various events, session chairs, participants in TECHNISIUM. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheel starts rolling weeks ago. It requires meticulous planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated of my colleagues and student volunteers who know their job and are result-oriented, who worked very hard for this event. So for each one of you, big thanks. Thank you one and all.
He is one of the technical clubs of society. Its flagship event, Ideas, is coming on 23rd June with a similar set of events. And now we have a short video to present to you guys regarding the same.
So stay tuned, it is coming this same month, 23rd of June. With that, on a closing note, this is Shashank and Avanti, your hosts for the day, signing off. Until we meet again, folks, I know we can't wait for the next year's Technisium. So until then, take care and have a wonderful rest of the year. Huge round of applause for everybody and for all this that happened today.
This event for this evening. Today's world exists because of technology, but it all started with art and culture. As important as both of them are, we often forget how artistic the world is.
Music is
Having had so many technical events all day long, let us give it a break and live a little.
Music is the second language, they say. So without any delay, let me call upon Disha R from the Department of Electronics and Instrumentation 6th semester for a solo song.
मेरा झुमका उठा के लाया यार वे जो गिरा था बरेली के बाजार में मैं तो ठुमका लगा के शर्मा गई बोली घूम कर बता दे के मैं आ गई मुझको नचा के नाच ले आजा नाच ले मेरी यार तू नच ले छनक छनक छनकार हो नच ले मेरे यार तू नच ले अब तो लुटा है बाजार.
Amazing performance. Now, I would like to call upon Preeti S. Gauri from the Department of Electronics and Communication 6th semester for another melodious performance.
कहता ये पल खुद से निकल जीते चल जीते चल जीते चल गम मुसाफिर था जाने दे धूप आंगन में आने दे जीते चल जीते चल जीते चल तलवों के नीचे है ठंडी सी एक धरती कहती है आजा दौड़ेंगे यादों के बक्सों में जिंदा सी खुशबू है कहती है सब पीछे छोड़ेंगे उंगलियों से कल की रेत बहने दे आज और अभी में खुद को रहने दे जीते चल जीते चल जीते चल गम मुसाफिर था जाने दे धूप आंगन में आने दे जीते चल जीते चल जीते चल जीते चल.
Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti. That was a melodious performance indeed. Without any further delay, can we move on to the next performance by the girls from the Department of Electronics and Telecommunications 6th semester.
आशिकों में जिसका टाइटल टाइटैनिक ओ आशिकों में जिसका टाइटल टाइटैनिक मुआ किनारा दिखा कर डुबा दे गया छल्ला मेरा आशिक छल्ला बल्ला मेरा बलमा झल्ला बल्ला मेरा झल्ला बल्ला बल्ला हमने समझा था गोल्डन जुबली जिसे हर समझा हमने था गोल्डन जुबली जिसे वो तो मैटिनी दिखा करके चुम्मा ले गया झल्ला मेरा आशिक झल्ला बल्ला मेरा बलमा झल्ला बल्ला मेरा झल्ला बल्ला बल्ला.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way you like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time.
Yeah, you got that. You got what I want, it's only yeah. Mithi galla karke tu na ja goriye, goriye. Hey, I think about it every day. Baby looking like Khana Khazana on a plate. Hey, like mithai, like kulfi, rasmalai. Hey, pista barfi, sardiyan vich garmi lagdi. Jad vi tu mere raah vichon chaldi. Hey, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. Baby, let me see it. No, I really need it. Oh, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. चले जब तू लटक मटक लौंडो के दिल पटक पटक सांसें जाए अटक अटक आता माझी सटक सटक बम तेरा को देखा है कमर पे तेरी बटरफ्लाई बॉडी तेरी मक्खन जैसे खाने में बस तू बटर खाए कम ऑन बेबी किक इट काटू तेरी टिकट टिकट खेलता नहीं क्रिकेट विकेट पर ले लूं तेरी विकेट विकेट
বড় লোকের বেটি লো লম্বা লম্বা চুল এমন মাথায় বেঁধে দেব লাল কেন্দা ফুল বড় লোকের বেটি লো লম্বা লম্বা চুল মাথায় বেঁধে দেব লাল কেন্দা ना खोली सोडा बाटली ना ಬಂದೆ ಪುಲ್ಲ ಕಾಟಲಿ ರಿಂಗ ರಿಂಗ ರೋಜಲಿಂದ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಬರುವಾಗ ಅಡ್ಡ ಸೆರಗು ಜಾರಿ ಬಿತ್ತು ಹಿಂದ ಸುರಿವಾಗ ರಾರಾ ರಾರಾ ಕುಡಿ ಎಕ್ಕ ಸಕ್ಕ ಎಕ್ಕ ಸಕ್ಕ ಎಕ್ಕ ಸಕ್ಕ
बेख्याली में भी तेरा ही ख्याल आए क्यों बिछड़ना है जरूरी ये सवाल आए तेरी नजदीकियों की खुशी बेहिसाब थी हिस्से में फासले भी तेरे बेमिसाल आए मैं जो तुमसे दूर हूँ क्यों दूर मैं रहूँ मेरा गुरूर हूँ तू फासला मिटा क्यों ख्वाब सा मिला तू ख्वाब छोड़ दूँ ಸರಾಗಿನ ಬಿದು ನನಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಣ ಕಿರುಡುಗೆ ಮನದ ಪ್ರತಿದಲ್ಲಿಯೊಳಗು ನಿನದೇ ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆ ಕನಸಿನ ಕೊಲುಮೆಗೆ ಉಸಿರನು ಓದುತ್ತಾ ಕಿಡಿಗಾರುವುದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಖಚಿತ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿದೆ ನನಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಣ ಕಿರುಡುಗೆ
All the Oppo fans, are you ready for Power Star song?
ഇരുളಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ವರದಂತೆ ಕಾಡಿ ಈಗ ಹಾಯಾಗಿ ನಿಂತಿರುವೆ ಸರಿಯೇನು ಬೇಕಂತಲೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನೋ ಮೋಡಿ ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೂ ನೋಡುವ ಪರಿಯೇನು ಈ ಮಾಯಿಗೆ ಈ ಮರುಳಿಗೆ ನಿನ್ನಿಂದ ಕಳೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನಿಂದಲೇ ಕನಸೊಂದು ಶುರುವಾಗಿದೆ ನಂಗೂ ನಿನ್ಗೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೊಸದು ಎಂಥ ಅನುಭವ ಕಂಡು ಕಂಡು ಎದೆಯ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಕಲರವ तेरा हम तेरे बिन अब रह नहीं सकते तेरे बिना क्या वजूद मेरा तुझसे जुदा अगर हो जाएंगे तो खुद से ही हो जाएंगे जुदा क्योंकि तुम ही हो अब तुम ही हो जिंदगी अब तुम ही हो चैन भी मेरा दर्द भी मेरी आशिकी अब तुम हो क्योंकि तुम ही हो अब तुम ही हो जिंदगी अब तुम ही हो चैन भी मेरा दर्द भी मेरी आशिकी अब तुम ही हो सारी उम्र हम मर मर के जी लिए एक पल तो अब हमें जीने दो सारी उम्र हम मर मर के जी लिए एक पल तो अब हमें जीने दो ना 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 give me some sunshine give me some rain give me another chance I wanna grow up once again na 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 na. Thank you.
बारिश का बोसा है कोसा है बारिश का बोसा है जल 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 बहता चल नारे 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 नारे
दो नैन सितारे है चांद सा मुखड़ा क्या कहना उसका आफरीन दावत में जैसे हो शाही टुकड़ा उसके जैसी न कोई नाज़नीन शाही जोड़ा पहन के आई जो बन ठन के वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है शर्माई सी बगल में जो बैठी है दुल्हन के वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है शाही जोड़ा पहन के आई जो बन ठन के वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है शर्माई सी बगल में जो बैठी है दुल्हन के वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है
Every cultural event must end with an absolutely breathtaking performance. Dancing alone is a performance, but dancing with a group shows passion. I would like to welcome Team Happy Feet for a group performance. Give it up for them, guys.
इरादा तो बता, ऐसे नजरे तुम मुझसे चुराना, जरा तेरा इरादा तो बता। छाया छोड़ा है ज़माना, ज़रा तेरा इरादा तो बता। ऐसे नजरे तुम मुझसे चुराना, ज़रा तेरा इरादा तो बता। छाया है मुझ पे तेरा ही नशा, कम वक्त दिल ये कहाँ जा फंसा। ना तेरी दीवानी तू मेरा दीवाना, समझ ले नजर का इशारा।
ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ನೋಡ್ಲ ಮಗ, ಬಾಲಕೊಚ್ಚಿ ಆಗೋದ್ನಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮೂರ್ ಹುಡುಗ. ತಳ್ಕೊಂಬಳಕು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೂರಂಗ? ಹಂಗೆ ಕಣ ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಓಡೋಲ್ಗ. ಪೊರಿಟ್ಟ ಪೊರಿ ಬಂದ್ಲೋ, ಟೊಯ್ ಟೊಯ್ ಪೊರಿಟ್ಟ ಪೊರಿ ಬಂದ್ಲೋ. ಚೋರಿ ನಡೆಗೆ ಜವರ ಸೊಯ್ ಸೊಯ್ ಜಾರಿ ತಬ್ಬಿದ್ದನಲ್ಲೋ. ಪೊರಿಟ್ಟ ಪೊರಿ ಬಂದ್ಲೋ, ಟೊಯ್ ಟೊಯ್ ಪೊರಿಟ್ಟ ಪೊರಿ ಬಂದ್ಲೋ. ಚೋರಿ ನಡೆಗೆ ಜವರ ಸೊಯ್ ಸೊಯ್ ಜಾರಿ ತಬ್ಬಿದ್ದನಲ್ಲೋ. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಾರಿ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ನೋಡ್ಲ ಮಗ, ಬಾಲಂಗೋಚಿ ಆಗೋದಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮೂರ್ ಹುಡುಗ. ತಳ್ಕೊಂಬಳಕು ಯಾಕೆ ರಂಗ? ಹಂಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣ ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಹುಡುಗ. Ora bara basei bara maro, ora ora mare, ora bara basei bara maro, ora ora mare.
ಯಾಕ ಹುಡುಗ ಮೈಯಾಗ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗೈತಿ, ನಾಲ್ಕು ಜನ್ಮ ಧಿಮಾಕು ನಿಂಗೈತಿ.
ನಂದು ಧಾರವಾಡ, ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಮಾತು ಬ್ಯಾಡ.
ಮೊದಲ ತಲಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟೈತಿ ಹಂಗನ ಬ್ಯಾಡ, ಇಟೀಟ ಹುಚ್ಚು ಹಿಡಿಸದ ಮಗನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿಸಾಕ ಆಗಲ್ಲೇನಲ್ಲ ನಿನಗ. ಒಮ್ಮೆರ ನಕ್ಕು ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ, ಕೆನ್ನಿಯ ಕಚ್ಚು ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲ ತ್ರಾಸಕ್ಕತ್ತಿ, ಜೀವಕ ತ್ರಾಸಕ್ಕತ್ತಿ.
ಯಾಕಾಕತಿ ತ್ರಾಸು ಯಾಕಾಕತಿ?
ಹಾಡ್ನಾಗೆ ಹೊಸಿ ದಮ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ರಿದಮ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ. ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಎಡೇಟ್ ಹಾಕಲೆ. ನಾಕ ಮುಖ 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 ನಾಕ ಮುಖ.
Nakamukha. Happy feet for an hypnotizing performance.
I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight, and the participants who never fail to entertain us. Signing off, Satvika.
And Sumana. Thank you.
Te